Right, very cool here with Seychelle. It's been a busy week. How busy was it for you, and what are your highlights and takeaways from this intense racing?
Yeah, it's been a busy, like almost 2 weeks, because it started out with a 4 days training camp with Michael Booth.
Right.
We did that here at the park. That was amazing, actually one of my highlights. So the training camp, having the paddlers here before the event, getting to train on the, on the lake here, like that was definitely a highlight. And
how was the interest of the people and the turnout for that?
The turnout was great. We had 15 paddlers, and most of them were here to race, and of all different ages and categories, and so I love coaching. Like that's definitely a happy place for me. I love racing as well. For the racing event, super high level of racing, super exciting. I really wanted to get a win in the sprints. I got second, so I know it's like a phenomenal result, right? And most people would die for that result, and still I was a bit gutted, right? Because that's the one I really wanted,
right.
and I thought I had a chance in the other disciplines as well. And the tech race I got disqualified, as most people have probably heard by now. So
you know that.
So I understand that they needed to make a call. I've made a whole post about it if anybody wants to hear more on my take on it. So I put that behind me, got to the start line this morning, and it was just a fight, right? Like, so you've been around a long time. You probably remember, like, the last time I was at this level, we would have like 3 or 4 women in the front pack, and we'd be in a line, and everybody was polite, right? And now coming back to racing at this high level after taking a few years off, having a draft pack with 10 women, and every time there's a turn, the positions are changing, and it's exciting, right? And it's, for me, it's still something that I'm learning, is navigating a draft pack and side draft, and right. So I was fighting the whole time in that, and I'm happy to have come out, because you were probably watching the race. I fell back into 10th position several times, even maybe falling off the pack a few times.
Yeah.
And so to come back with a 5th place, I'm like, it feels good. I wanted to do better, but it feels good.
It's actually funny that the way you started this whole thing. Yes, I remember the last Seychelle I talked to was pre-COVID, just coming off an APP World Champion title, really focused on becoming a mom, and that's it. I'm done. I'm going to be a mom now, and it looks like we have mom plus the old Seychelle back a little bit here.
Plus a coach as well.
Plus a coach.
So yes, it's a lot of hats I'm wearing, and I love it. I eat, sleep, breathe paddling and family. So I feel really fortunate that I can still be at this level in this sport and making a living as a coach in this sport, because you see a lot of athletes as they get older, they don't keep paddling because this sport doesn't pay you to be an athlete, at least not in this country. So you have to find a way to make a living or go get a job, right? Like you see Connor Baxter, he's getting a job in the fire department, right? And coming from being one of the top paddlers in the world. So it's just, so I feel really fortunate that I found a way to have a coaching business and still stay, not just relevant in the sport, but at the top level in the sport, and I love it, and I have a lot of support, and that's how I'm able to do it. But I work hard.
And you sound like yes, you work hard. You sound like a businesswoman, which of course now you have managed to make a living off of your paddle career as a coach. And can you give us a little bit your insight on how did you actually manage that? To what's the hustle to have enough customers and clients that come to you and pay money for your advice?
What's the hustle? I've learned a lot about marketing, I suppose. I do well with social media, and I market myself well, and I have a really supportive following. If you're watching this, thank you so much. I couldn't do it without the people that love this sport and want to get better at it, right? And I think it really comes through me from a genuine place that I love helping people get better at this sport as much as I love getting better at this sport. And so I think one of the reasons I'm so successful as a coach is the integrity and the authenticity from which I coach, right?
People like an authentic product, no doubt, and a brand story that comes along with it. And there's, without a question, you deliver both of it.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's very cool. It's so nice to catch up with you, Seychelle. Awesome to spend the weekend here, and who knows when and where we'll see you again.
Yeah, thank you so much.